that it would at some point have to be true.
I mean, yes, record.
At some point, a record does have to be broken. But I agree with your statement that like pretending like climate change isn't a thing doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But at some point, there does have to be a new hottest day ever.
Fair.
It's just how life works.
When it keeps happening, though.
When it is consistently happening every like third year, yeah. Every like 3 years we have a new record, then probably something is happening.
What game? Okay, we're playing the first game. Okay, stream is on.
Alright. So, anyways, as I was saying, my favorite slurs.
Did you say favorite? My favorite slurs.
Yeah, well, you got the vanilla ones, you have the,
Let's see, what's your... We've probably done it, but what's your ice cream tier list? Talking like main flavors. Where are you putting chocolate?
Chocolate's like a solid A tier, my guy. It's like...
Really? Plain chocolate?
It may not be... Oh, chocolate's never bad, man. It may not be like S tier. Like, I feel like Rocky Road and shit, like S tier.
Yeah. I was thinking like B or C. Like, it's good, but like...
It's like an A tier. I think vanilla is like the B tier for me. I think that like vanilla is like the gold standard.
Fair. I would give them both C tier.
C tier? Really?
Yeah, like they're good, but like there's just... Why would I ever get a chocolate or vanilla when there's just better versions of both?
Sometimes you do just want vanilla.
Now that being said, we're not gonna do a yogurt tier list, but vanilla yogurt, however, that's SS tier. I think vanilla yogurt is my favorite flavor of yogurt. Favorite, yes.
Really?
Jonathan said favorite earlier too, so.
Yeah, it's well in favor. And to be quick, fair here, flavor here is just good pun work.
But fair, but you said flavor it with slurs.
Yeah. Again, you don't use the chocolate slurs and you don't use the vanilla slurs when they're appropriate. Yeah, that's just on you. That's just being discriminatory.
You're right, might be.
I was trying to think of like other slurs to throw out for like the other flavors to throw out for the other races, but I'm like actually at that point just actually getting actually getting racist.
But yeah, I know that might be a hot take, but I think vanilla yogurt is number one.
I'm a strawberry guy or a strawberry banana guy, which is funny because I actually think that the like on the ice cream tier list, I think strawberry is like a C tier or a D tier.
Wow, that's actually where I stand strawberry ice cream.
I think strawberry ice cream ain't it, man.
That shit's an A tier.
Nah. You can have it though.
And especially
I'll let you can have all the strawberry. Strawberry ain't up there for me.
I love me some chocolate chip and some cookie dough. Those are both S tier. But like, I know it's not really a standard flavor, but if we're talking like a strawberry raspberry cheesecake ice cream, like that's it, baby.
I like how you were like, I'm talking like the standard flavors here, like strawberry raspberry cheesecake.
No, I said it's not a standard. I said no, it's not standard.
I know you went back and specified, but I did like you being like, I'm talking like the standard flavors and the first one, like the first real one you threw out there.
No,
I'm agree with you on cookie dough. It's been a minute since I've had like a mint chocolate chip or like a pistachio, but I'll give you like the cookie dough. Cookie dough is S tier. I think like Rocky Road is S tier. I just think like ice cream is just in general good. Like I said, I think strawberry is like probably one of the flavors I've had that I've disliked the most recently.
Fair. No, I love me some strawberry.
Again, you are welcome to keep it. Why am I so far ahead of you?
Are you?
I am like on to the next area, dude.
I know I was a little bit behind, but
apparently
I don't know. I was like 5-10 minutes behind. Oh no, they're coming after us.
Maybe.
But if we're talking obviously standard flavors, I'm trying to think of a fruit one that's like how many. I feel like not a lot of the fruit ones are standard, which I feel like says something about them, even though I love them. It's probably like strawberry and orange sherbet, and that's probably about it.
I would say like the sherbets are. I think the sherbets are different to me.
Bless you.
Like I'll fuck with like a lime sherbet or an orange sherbet. But I just like strawberry ice cream in it for me.
Yeah, but yeah, I think orange sherbet I'd put like an A tier, maybe even an S. I love me some orange sherbet.
Again, I'm glad that somebody likes the fruit ice creams. They have to sell at some point.
But yeah, I think Rocky Road is probably an A, maybe an S. It's just, I'm a texture person, and it's almost too much going on. But it's really good. I'm not gonna insult Rocky Road. And I think that's why I don't like chocolate as much. Like, I could just have Rocky Road. It's just chocolate, but better.
That's fair. So, all right. Now, speaking of ice creams, this is non-standard flavors. So maybe like my one that I have to like clarify. But Ben and Jerry's, and I've only seen this at Target, but there is a Ben and Jerry's flavor called PB and S'mores, and it's like marshmallow ice cream with little chunks of graham cracker and like Reese's peanut butter cups mixed in there, and that shit's fucking fire.
I was like, I don't hate it.
That shit's like the best. Like when I'm getting a Ben and Jerry's now, I almost exclusively get them from Target because, like I said, it's the only place I've seen that has it.
Fair. What was I going? Oh, it just it's not. It made me think something. My friends, and granted they were high, but they fucking loved take vanilla ice cream and you put peanut butter and jelly on it.
Oh.
And I didn't fuck with that shit. But...
Like I can get the peanut butter. I can get that.
Yeah, it was like it's like a PB&J sandwich but ice cream. Like I kind of get it, but now of course
I'm gonna say it's not the strangest thing I've heard, but it's not the one I would immediately jump onto.
Yeah, it's not the strangest thing that I've heard or seen people or maybe eaten myself.
I was gonna say I'm aware of the story.
Okay.
You've told me this story a couple of times.
Which I'm thinking there's two. I'm assuming you know about the brick of butter.
That would be the one I was thinking of. Was the one where you were eating an entire stick of butter.
I also made the other one was I made a Funyun sundae.
No, I don't think I was aware of that one.
Not necessarily fun, but it was I just put brownies and Funyuns in the same bowl and kind of like just
okay. I thought you were like, yeah, I didn't fuck with the peanut butter and jelly ice cream, but fucking some Funyuns in there. Now that one was digging in.
No, but I did put them in the same container and ate the I didn't combine them, but they combined. They naturally dusted on each other.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's typically what happens when you put the same things in the same bowl.
That's 5A. Okay, where the fuck is 5A?
On the next floor.
Oh, damn it. I'm trying to read and talk about ice cream.
How floors work.
Well, there's no fifth floor, is there? Did we jump right to the fifth?
No, it's the first floor and then like the fifth floor.
Okay, no, it is the second floor. 5. It says floor 2, but 5A is on floor 2.
Yeah, well,
that's
I am informing you. I'm correcting you.
But it says the second floor.
Yeah, I'm correcting you.
But
so, by the way, I'm on the next area with Snake Queen.
Yeah.
And I forgot that Sonia's afraid of snakes, which raises the question of how the fuck did she get this far into the snake house? Like, she's not like in the first area. And she's like, "Oh, I'm scared to keep going." She's like 3/4 in. And she's like, "Man, there's a lot of snakes in the snake house." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes, and.
I'm confused on where your confusion was.
Okay, so you're like a good chunk ahead of me then.
Yeah, I'm way further ahead of you. Like I booted up your stream and I was like, wait a minute.
All right,
What the fuck?
am I stupid? Don't answer that. Where the fuck do you transform? Because you can't get into your classroom and you can't get into the.
There's one in the other classroom, 5B.
Is there? I thought I looked. Am I blind?
I can only tell you what's. I can only tell you what I know.
It's this. No. Can I not? Okay, no, I can't.
I thought there was one in 5B. I could be wrong. I might be lying to you. I might be getting a further lead. I'm going to win this race. I thought there was one in 5B. Check the other area that you were from. The one that you stopped the wave thing from.
I guess yeah. I just thought that I would not have to go fucking downstairs to fucking transform. Thought the game would be better than that.
I really don't get it.
Pause balls by going upstairs. Pause balls by going downstairs.
What does this game want from me? Please, take your time with the snake.
So, let's talk about something that I know you love to theorize, because we have all of the Phoenix Wright games are now on modern consoles, right? They have no more to port.
All except for the spin-off. We don't have Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Is that the only one, or is there other spin-offs?
As far as I know, that's the only one.
Okay.
I could be wrong one.
Okay, so basically,
we have most of them. We have the vast majority.
So, before 2030, do you think there will be a new title?
So in my head, the answer is like yes. Like, oh, obviously, like 2030. Come on. They said they're working on it, but also it's been over a decade since the last one.
Did they say they're working on a new one?
They confirmed it years ago.
Yeah.
Like, when the Battle Network collection released, they were like, yeah, we're working on Phoenix Wright 7. And they said it also last year. So like, yeah, we're working on it. We just want to make sure we have it right before we release it. But we also still don't know jack or shit about it.
Fair.
I'm gonna say yes, we'll have it before 2030. My heart says we're gonna get it next year, but I also don't know that for sure.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Layton, I didn't realize that level 5 has fucking gone down fucking hill.
Yeah, level 5 hasn't done like shit in years. I think the last one they made was like a soccer game.
And they apparently are going hard into AI. They're gonna start.
I'm not shocked.
AI games are the future.
I don't think they have a Phoenix Wright game. Not Phoenix Wright. They have a Professor Layton game coming out this year.
Do they?
Yeah, it's like World of Steam or something. But yeah, I'm not shocked. I foresee this going the way of Konami for them for a while, where they're like, yeah, we found the next big thing. Everyone loves AI, and then it's like gonna immediately turn out that nobody wanted AI, and they'd be like, who could have seen this coming?
Alright, I feel stupid. I'm just gonna look up a fucking guide, because I don't need to wander around aimlessly for longer. Mega Man Star Force 1 Jammer. I'm surprised Konami's not fucking into AI.
I think Konami got burned bad on the pachinko a couple years ago.
Oh, did they try?
And they said they were not AI, but they tried going really hard at pachinko. Because they're like, we figured out the future of gaming is gambling. We're going to release Resident Evil Pachinko. Everyone will love Resident Evil Pachinko. And then nobody played Resident Evil Pachinko.
Do the pachinkos not do well in Japan?
Pachinko does. It is still wealthy, but it would be like if Nintendo went off. Probably like if Nintendo went hard and they're like, yeah, we're not going to release any new video games for Nintendo consoles. Everything's going to be a slot machine, baby. Everyone wants to play Legend of Zelda slots.
Fair. Like, if they did that on top of making games.
Yeah,
it might have
but
been okay.
when you decide that you were not... the only two games that they were releasing... Well, let me phrase it. The only three kinds of games that Konami was releasing was Pachinko, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulators, because we were still getting shit like See the Duelist and stuff.
Yeah.
And like ports. We were getting like the Castlevania collection. And those like the only three games they were releasing.
Fair. Where's my Castlevania Advanced collection? Actually,
It's already out there, bro.
I was gonna say I think that actually came out.
Yeah, I think that we have all the Castlevania collections through the DS era, which is pretty much all of them. I think the only collections we don't have are like Symphony of the Night. And we're getting a new Castlevania this year. That's new.
Are we?
So that's interesting. Yeah. I think it's about Trevor Belmont's mom.
Neat.
I could be wrong. I'm ahead of you, so I'm gonna go look it up.
Fair.
I know that it's about a woman, Belmont, which is like the second one in all of Castlevania history. Castlevania Belmont's Curse is the name of the game. The story will follow a descendant of the vampire hunter Trevor Belmont, so I guess it's his daughter or granddaughter. Where she hunts Dracula down in Castlevania that is manifested over Chris. So it's gonna be French.
Damn French. Damn. Fucking.
Damn Frenchies with their mustard and their fries.
Expedition 33 ruins fucking everything.
Oh, that was it. They were like, they saw Expedition 33 go really well, and they're like, man, look at these fucking French ass bitches. We gotta release a Castlevania game.
Yep. That's why I love the idea of some fucking bigwig thinking, that's why Expedition 33 succeeded. The French.
They're French. Of course, we forgot. The whole video game lovers love the French. How could we have been so blind?
Watch
Bro, I just feel like my fucking HP in this game. How do you have that much fucking health?
Who has a lot of health?
You have like 50 more health than I do.
Haha. Because I'm a Chad.
Anyways, so yeah, that's it's the problem. They're like, oh, the French. Everyone loves the French. We forgot. It's like the most made fun of.
Okay, I don't know if you fought Libra or not, but he's here.
I didn't.
Alright.
Also don't think I can leave right now. I'm pretty sure I'm stuck where I am.
You can't leave, bruh? Haha. Well, I say he's here. He's in the school. I'm sure I'm pretty far.
I see you. I'm watching your stream.
Alright, I wonder what's like fighting him.
I'm like 30 minutes ahead of you, bro. So I'm just watching your stream.
I wonder what it's like fighting him when you can actually take damage. I feel like I didn't defeat Libra that far after you, though. I feel like I was only like 10 minutes max, but... I missed! What the fuck?
What's it like when you fight Libra where he takes damage? I don't know, maybe if you'd hit him.
Ah. Don't stop me. Don't hit my butt.
Don't stop me now.
Ow. Friend of the show, Queen.
Friend of the channel, Freddie Mercury. We would like to personally extend our invitation to Freddie Mercury.
Gotta shoot your shot, right? You never know what celebrities will say yes.
Pretty sure this one's not going to, buddy.
Ow. I'm not gonna beat Libra.
Well, maybe if you get good.
I died.
Did you save at least?
I did.
Okay. I really thought you were gonna have to do that all again. You're like, so buddy, I'm gonna have to do this again. And I was like, okay, well, I'll see you again in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, I was...
Castlevania.
I'm gonna beat every Castlevania.
Road to Belmont's Curse?
I wonder how long.
It's less likely than you'd think.
I wonder how long that would be, because like there's a lot
How
of
long
games,
would
but
be
they're not that
possible, baby?
long. I feel like on average they're what, like 10-hour games, sometimes
I
less.
think you know what the fuck you're doing. He's like, I played Symphony of the Night, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And that was taking me a lot longer than I think it was supposed to.
Fair.
I played that one for the channel. I had Eric on for that one. He was like, yeah, this game's really good. This is what you do. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about, and I do not think this game is good.
Do you not think it was good because you're not a Metrovania guy, or do you not think it? Do you think it was not a good game?
I'm not big on Metrovanias, and I also think that I'm not big on Metrovanias, and I think that there is a lot of that game's design that was designed for the era where kids had like
Time.
all you had to do was you had time, and like all you had, that was the only game we were going to be playing for the next 6 months. So you had all the time in the world to figure out the puzzle. Cody.
What?
Cody.
What?
So you had all the time in the world to figure it out.
I'm shielding.
No, you didn't. I watched you not shield.
Okay, am I just not hitting? Am I hitting it too late? Is that what?
You didn't even have the shield didn't even come up, buddy. Yeah, that's my personal opinion on why I don't think it works.
Oh Jesus, I didn't realize how much damage this fucking shit does.
He's been hitting you for like 60, 70 at a time, dude.
It did. Oh, yeah.
He's been hitting you for like 6, 7.
Yeah. Okay, that time I shielded it.
Yeah. If you click it properly, if you do the thing and you do it right and you don't fuck it up, it just works.
I need to do one of those reaction time quizzes because I have. Oh fuck! I fucked up. Damn it! I haven't frozen. I fucked up. I have a god awful reaction times.
Honey, where's my super suit?
Hey, is he weak to any of the elements? He's neutral, right?
No. So see that little ring around his body?
Oh, does that mean when he's weak to at the time?
When he's red, he's weak to he's weak to water, and when he's blue, he's weak to electric. Because red means he's fire, and blue means he's water.
I did it too early.
Alright, so I have the Castlevania collections pulled up. So 10 hours, 13 hours, 15 hours, 19 hours, 23 hours, 37. Are we counting spin-offs?
No.
Okay. 44, 46 and a half.
Damn it, he's one hit away. He's one hit away. But so am I. Call an ambulance. But for both of us. Ow. Fuck, ow. No, I panicked. I don't do good under pressure.
Under pressure.
Freddy, help me.
Channel David Bowie.
That's how you said David Bowie and I said Freddy.
Well, we covered our bases.
Yeah. That was a magnificent move. Oh, that's a battle combo. Sure. Ooh. Sure. New combo. Let's go. Write my message. I love feet. Beautiful.
So good night, everybody.
Alright, I'm gonna equip this battle combo. Let's go. Also, these games, I mean, I should realize because I played them all at this point. They don't have program advances, do they?
Nah, I think they bring it back to the third one.
Do they?
I think so.
Fair. Honestly, it's really cool, especially if like the show made it a big deal. But like in the games, how often do you pull for program advance?
Okay, so from what I can tell, not including like redos or spin-offs, it looks like to beat all of Castlevania would take you about 200 hours.
Really? Oh, damn, it's more than I thought. I mean, I guess there's a lot.
So I also wasn't paying that much attention. So it's very possible I counted some of these twice. Like I think I counted Belmont's Revenge and Simon's Quest, which are both Castlevania 2.
Fair.
But I'm also not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, I definitely people check on those.
Fair.
So 200, that's what I'll say for now.
Hey, it's just like a Persona game. Oh no, he's after Luna.
It's almost like she's going to be the next main character in this game.
What about Zach?
What about Zach?
What about Zach?
Hey, what about Zach?
Also, something else I was thinking about. Does Roll have a boss fight?
Yes, you fight her in Battle Network 4.
Oh, okay. I guess because the tournament matches.
Yes, she. I think specifically in Blue Moon, you fight her. You have a chance of fighting her because she is one of the double souls in one of those games.
Fair.
Pretty sure it's Blue Moon. As the foremost expert on the Battle Network 4 game that everyone loves to hate, allow me to assure you.
And I know I think we both agree on this, is that 4 is not.
God damn it.
God damn it. Yeah, 4 is fine. It's
fine, yeah.
It's the worst one. Well, 1 probably is the worst.
It's probably 1.
But
I think the biggest complaint about 4 that I could have is that a lot of the side quests in the tournaments aren't very fun.
No, but I think the fact that it has replayability gives it more people give credit for.
It has a ton of replayability. I think that the biggest complaints I could give it that really hurts it more than any of the other games, because I don't think that I don't think the dungeon designs are any worse than say Battle Network 3 or anything. I think the thing that hurts it the most is there is a lot of the side quests. They're oh, you need to go get this specific battle chip.
Yeah.
And that's a bitch. I want to say it's free. I'm not 100% sure. There's a fridge looking fucker in 4. And you need to go get 5 specific fire related chips. And I'm not talking about they're oh, you need to go get a heat bomb. They're no, you need to go get a heat bomb J.
Yep. I think I had to do that one actually, or something similar.
And it just sucks dick. And I'm sure that Flame Man or Fireman or whoever it is, Burnerman's in that game. I'm sure Burner Man has something similar too with water chips. But Freeze Man was the one I remember just being it's not Freeze Man because Freeze Man's from Battle Network 2.
I was gonna say Freeze Man's in 2.
Yeah,
Freeze Man's in 3.
He's an ice-based net navy. He's literally a walking fridge.
Freeze Man's in 3 actually.
Is he 3? I feel like he's 2.
I am fairly confident he's 3 because his dungeon is one of the worst dungeons in all of Big Man.
Freezeman.exe. Nah, I swear to you, this guy's 2. Because I never fought him, and I didn't play the first 2 games until the collection. Battle Network 2. In Battle Network 2, Freezeman unleashes the Civilization Destruction Plan. Okay, yeah, so Battle Network 2.
Oh, he's in 2? Okay. Huh.
But that does raise the question of who the fuck am I thinking of? Frostman?
Wait,
Yeah,
I guess who maybe... Are you thinking of the guy with all the icicles?
No, that's Freezeman.
Oh, okay.
This guy is literally a walking fridge. Chillman.exe. Cold Man? Oh, Cold. Okay, so his name is Cold Man. How could I have possibly mixed that up with Freeze Man or Ice Man? Come on, Jonathan. Get it right. Yeah, so his name is Cold Man. And he's the one I was thinking of, but it wouldn't shock me if Burner Man had something similar too.
Fair. Okay, I thought this guy was in 3. Huh.
I also by the way, if you haven't played Battle Network, if it's been a minute since you played Battle Network 4, the reason you have to stop Cold Man is because his heavy control operator goes and takes over a weather satellite, so he can force a blizzard on every other on every country in the world. Because he gets a little bit too hot in Africa because he's wearing his giant ass fur coat and his hat from Russia.
I do. I think I had to fight him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it gets too hot, I can't think. And Lan's like, have you ever considered taking off your coat? And he's like, I can do that? It's like the dumbest. It is literally the dumbest thing. Like I said, I think that's probably why it gets the most hate, is because it has some missions like that. But I'm also gonna say, like, a lot of the sillier, like some of the side quests are actually pretty fun. Like my favorite one is there's a guy that has like the heel net navi, and you fight him. And he's like, yeah, I worked for the mafia. And Mega Man's like, Lan, maybe we shouldn't fight with this guy for the mafia. And he's like, yeah, I got to make the Don proud so I can open my bakery. And the Don comes out and it's his grandma.
Aww.
So his grandma like legitimately is like the Don of the mafia. She like kidnaps his net navi, and she's like, you're not opening a bakery. You're gonna be an enforcer for the mafia. Now I'm gonna go drown your net navi.
Oh, okay, not cute. Less cute.
Yeah, so she's like legitimately like hardcore, and it's just, I think it's so funny that it's not just a grandma, it's his grandma. Your net navi's gonna be sweeping with the fishies. So anyways, let's meet up for Sunday brunch.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, again, 4 is fine. It's silly. It's also short. It's also.
Yeah,
like,
because you're supposed to play it like 3 times.
Yeah. And so, like, honestly, I think I might rather replay that more than, even though I think it's a better game or a worse game than maybe 3 or 5. I honestly might boot up 4 before I'd boot up one of those, because also those games have some really annoying things.
Yeah, that's fair. I remember watching. I assume he is one of the Battle Network YouTubers, because he's the first one that came up. But it was a guy who was reviewing them all, and I saw that he had done a video on 4. I was like, oh, I wonder what he has to say. And he's like, so I came into this really positive. I wanted to make a fun video. But anyway, so Battle Network 4 made me want to scoop out my eyeballs with a fork. And I'm like, I'm glad we came into this positive. Like, What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what? Like, yeah, I don't get the hate.
I turned off the video after like a minute and a half, because it was literally a minute. Like I said, he opens up the video being like, I'm going to try to be positive. And then he spends like the next minute and a half just like angry video game nerd style shitting on this game.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be positive, but positive doesn't get views. So here's my fucking overreaction.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, I don't need to listen to this. I'm good. If I wanted to hear somebody bitch about Battle Network 4, I could literally pop on any other YouTuber. Where's my nostalgia critic reacts to Mega Man Battle Network 4?
Yeah, come on, nostalgia critic, get on that Mega Man. But yeah, no, I think I think they're all fine. They're all fun.
I think that they are all competently put together. I think that there is... Frankly, I don't think there is a single bad Battle Network game. Frankly, I don't think that there is realistically a bad Mega Man game that I've played. I'm sure that there's like one. If somebody's gonna be like, actually, you never played Mega Man and Bass for the Game Boy
I was literally going to say that one.
You never played Mega Man Superstar Soccer?
Because I think we've had this discussion before, but I only had access to a handful of classic Mega Man games growing up. It was very few. It was X4, and it was Game Boy, Mega Man, and Bass.
So, anyways, you loved Mega Man Battle Network Bass?
No.
What was your favorite game? I gotcha.
No, fucking sucks ass. Okay, I think this guide is fucking me up.
I've noticed you seemingly going backwards more than you're going forwards.
Because I think if I just... Because I'm trying to follow the guide for efficiency. But I think this guide is just wrong. I think this guide is just wrong.
Listen, I don't feel like you've been very efficient.
Okay, we're following our heart. Listen to your heart.
I will say one of my favorite things about so it's been a minute since I played the classic ones. I played those during COVID, which I really want to go back and play Mega Man 9. I really liked Mega Man 9, not like Battle Network or any of those. I maintain that Mega Man 9, outside of its the Wily fight, is probably one of the best platformers I've ever played.
Is that the one with Splash Woman?
I think it is actually, yes. Is so firstly, every weapon Mega Man gets is not only not only good, but most of them feel overpowered, and that's exactly what you want to be feeling every time you get an item.
Fair.
I think the worst one in the game that felt like it to me was the cement shot, which continues the trend of every Mega Man game having just one random weapon with a terrible name. Because they don't call it the cement shot. They shorten the cement to C, so it's the C shot.
Come shot.
Yep. There's that one. There's the napalm bomb from Mega Man 2, where again they don't call it napalm, they shorten it down to N. So Mega Man throws out the N bomb a lot. I want to say it's 4 has for beating Freezeman, not Freezeman.exe, you get the freeze cracker, and they do not shorten that one.
Oh.
Yeah. The thing is, I remember seeing that one and being like, wow, that's a really unfortunate name. And then I saw that Game Grumps had done a thing on there, because Aaron really likes the Mega Man games. And they're playing it, and they get it, and at one point Dan just goes, I'm sorry, what the fuck are we using? What's the weapon name we're using? Aaron, I think we glossed over that. What are we doing? Yeah, I feel like there's one in every Mega Man game that's just how did nobody have a problem with that?
I know, we're getting beat by Jammer again. Classic Jammer.
But the reason the cement shot is, in my opinion, the worst one, but also probably is considered overpowered, is it only goes a little bit in front of you. But what it does is I think it's a one shot on lower, non-armored enemies, but it makes a temporary platform that you can jump on, because it turns into a cement block.
Okay.
Every weapon feels great. The diamond shield is really good. The black hole bomb is a screen nuke that actually lasts for a bit and draws in enemy projectiles. The laser trident pierces armor and does a fuck ton of damage. Let me pull up the I want to say it's the one with Sheep Man.
No, he's not called Sheep Man. You're fucking
I think that's Mega Man 10 actually. Sheep Man. Yeah, this one is Plug Man. Sorry about
that. Butt plug man.
I think his is the plug bomb or something like that, but it shoots out 2 energy blasts that shoot out opposite directions, and they travel up walls.
I'll plug your bomb,
which makes him really good for hitting enemies. Tornado blow is another screen wipe. That's really good too. Plug ball, sorry.
Oh, it's even worse.
Hornet Chaser, not only is it heat-seeking missiles that don't cost a lot of ammunition, they also go and retrieve items and bring them back to you. And then lastly is the Magma Bazooka, which if I remember right it shoots out in 3 directions and does a fuck ton of damage. Every weapon that you get feels really good. I would call it the best platformer I've ever played, except for the final Wily battle sucks. It is just legitimately terrible.
Is there a Wily battle? Don't they all suck?
I think 2's is okay. I think the worst part about 2 is that the second phase, there's only one weapon in the game that can hurt him, and it's the lead bubble. So the lead bubble is literally maybe the worst weapon in the game. So if you use the lead bubble earlier and you don't have enough ammo, you can just lose the game because you don't have enough to kill him.
Just don't miss, loser.
But yeah, I think that's probably the best one. I'm sure that there is another Wily boss that's fine, but I think most of them suck.
That's something I will say also about the Mega Man RPGs is I think almost all the final bosses are really fucking annoying. I think that's just a Mega Man thing.
Yeah, I think the thing I wish more about like the final bosses of the games, and I know that they want to do like big bads that feel like really big and bad. It's like, look, it's Duo. Look, it's Nebula Gray. Look, it's the Omega Virus. I really wish it was just like it was just base.
But yeah,
Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like base, but just a regular sized Navi was just like strong as fuck.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be a big monster every time.
Yeah, I think because my problem with the big monsters is then they have to do the very small window to hit them, and that very small window is always really annoying.
Yep.
Yeah, I very much think that they would be better if it was just a single enemy.
Again, I think I understand it's a trope. It's a reason it works. It's the reason that like it's still used in shit like One Piece movies to this day. But also, we don't always need it to be a big monster.
No, it was great in Stampede.
And Film Red and Film Gold and
At least Gold's made more sense.
kind of. I mean, it made more sense than Reds. I don't think that Stampedes was it. Like, I think it makes as much sense as Stampedes.
Fair. Sir, top
I'll
music.
Also give you this. I'll also give you this. It looks better than Stampedes.
It's crazy because it was 3 years earlier.
Yeah, Stampedes was rough, man.
It's crazy. I did not expect it to be so ugly.
I genuinely, I still see people defend that movie. And I really don't know.
People love that movie.
I really think it's like I think it is not only, and I've seen like a handful of One Piece movies. I feel like I've seen maybe 8, maybe 9. Because I've seen the newest 4 or 5.
You've actually seen, I think, maybe more than me at this point, or
Maybe.
around the same. Which, considering you're not a fan.
Yeah, so I'm not a One Piece fan. Yeah, I've seen Strong World through Red, and I've seen
you saw 4, 5, and 6, right?
I've seen 4, 5, and 6, and I feel like at some point I've seen 1 and 2, because I remember 1. I want to say 1 has the guy that yells really loud or some bullshit.
1 just has the OG 5. 2 has Chopper.
So the ones I remember seeing is there's one where a guy yells really loud. That's his superpower. He's like, yeah, I ate the shout fruit. Now I yell. And then there's one where Chopper is like on an island of animals.
Yeah, that's the second one.
Okay, and he eats horns.
Yeah, or maybe it's the third one. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I didn't watch
because I remember that he eats rhinos.
I know of all of them, but I didn't watch 1, 2, 3.
And mind you, it's been a minute since I watched 1 and whichever one the Chopper is. So I can't fairly rank those, but I would legitimately say of the ones I remember well enough to rank, Stampede is the worst, and it's like not even close. Like I know people hate the Zoro one,
Yeah,
but like I think the Zoro one is a lot better than Stampede.
People hate the Zoro one. People don't like 1, 2, 3.
I think, honestly, I think I would put the Zoro one above Red if it wasn't for Red's music. I think Red's music is really its saving grace. I think the animation is pretty, but I think that like the story is a complete fucking mess.
I think the story's fine.
I think the story's a fucking mess.
It's
specifically everything to do with Top Musica.
Yes, there's
and the fact that like everything to do with Shanks was like, but Shanks was actually the good guy this whole time. Which is like, fine, obviously Shanks had to be a good guy, but I don't know. I think copping out on Uta being a real villain in Top Musica was rough.
No.
And then my top three favorite One Piece movies, top three best One Piece movies are gonna be Z, Strong World, and then 4, whatever that one is. What was Candyman?
Oh, Candyman, yeah.
Yeah, I think 6 is. I would say 6 is my favorite movie of them, but I don't think it's a good One Piece movie.
I need to watch it at some point because I didn't really like it because I went into it with the expectation of a One Piece movie, and
I think there's some really good interactions in there for One Piece. Like I think Usopp has a really good, several really good scenes. My favorite one is that he gets tricked into doing like a goldfish scooping, and he is like freaking the fuck out of his opponent. He's like, "You don't understand. I'm a master of goldfish scooping. I used to do this all the time." And his like opponent is completely buying it. His opponent's like, I there's no way I could beat a master. And then they see the goldfish, and Usopp's like, "What the fuck is going on here? This was not what I was ready for." But it's just like a lot of character interactions that don't work. Like Sanji refuses to feed Zoro because Zoro didn't cheer for him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna feed you. You can go eat dirt." And it's just like Sanji would never refuse to feed somebody. It's just like that's literally his thing.
So I'm just looking. I know I should be playing, especially with how far behind I am, but yeah, it's fine. I'm looking at all the One Piece movies on fucking my anime list, and I was actually surprised. I thought 1, 2, 3, and 5 would have worse scores, but they're actually not that far. They're not that less than the other movies.
Well, they're One Piece fans.
Fair. Also, modern One Piece
fans. They may have started off hating them, but One Piece fans were like, actually, now that I think about it, Film 1 was actually an underrated masterpiece.
Alright, please don't. God damn it. How? So you have not seen movie 11, I believe. That's the one that's in 3D.
Is that the 3D one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I remember you talking about it.
It's awful. It's so fucking insanely stupid, horrible garbage. Honestly, could be one of the worst pieces of animation I've watched. 6.89.
Let's go.
I'm like, fuck off. God, I forgot how many fucking specials. There's so many fucking specials.
There's a fuck ton of specials. Every time I hear somebody talk about One Piece, every time I hear about like somebody talk like the One Piece movies, they always bring up a special, and I swear every time they make up a new one. They're like, "Oh, you never watched One Piece Special 3D, 3D 2Y, the special where One Piece where Luffy goes on his 2-year time skip and has to go fuck Boa Hancock for 48 hours straight." And I'm just like, this can't be real, right? And I look, and it's like completely real. I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least that was like a one-time thing. And they're like, what, you never watched One Piece, The Legend of the Golden Tears, the one where Nami's boobs won't stop growing? And I'm like, no, this can't possibly be real. And I look, and it's like 100% real, and I'm like, fuck.
Conceptually, actually, I like the idea of Luffy and Nami, or not Nami, Luffy and Hancock adventure, because she gets fucking jack shit to do, but I did not watch 3D 2Y.
You know what the sad part is? I knew that 3D 2Y was a special. I have no idea if it's about Boa Hancock and Luffy or not.
It is.
Fuck me.
They go on an adventure together. Like, she is the only supporting cast.
Where's my One Piece special, One Piece Big Dicks Adventure? The one where Sanji turns gay for the entire trip?
Sir? I don't know. I got nothing. So I just looked through. Also, I didn't realize we're almost 4 years post Red. Damn.
Yeah, it's been a while. They confirmed that we were getting another movie like a couple years ago.
Yeah, they confirmed it more recently too.
And it just never happened.
We're supposed to be hearing something this year. So I went and looked through all of the My Anime List One Piece scores. So I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
First, pre-Strong World, so pre-Oda, well, there is a very clear number one highest rated. Which do you think is the highest rated from 1 through 9?
Okay, so it's not gonna be. So I know that people. There was like the whole like, oh, the odd number movies are bad. I remember that. So I can eliminate like 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So that leaves 2, 4, 6, and 8.
Which
I
is
feel
funny
like I never
because
hear anybody talk about 8. I don't even know which one 8 would be.
8 is 8 and 9. I don't know if you know, are not they're new, but they're also not. They are.
Oh, are these the reimaginings?
Yep. 8 is
I remember you saying
Alabasta.
that Okay, I remember you talking about the Chopper one. You're like, yeah, Robin's there. She's not in the movie. You're like, she's in the movie for like 2 minutes.
Yep. Robin and Frankie are in Choppers. And
I remember you mentioning it because I remember you being like, Robin's in the movie.
But not really.
They don't give her any. She's not in the movie.
Actually, I actually think Frankie has like a decent amount of screen time, which is weird.
Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna eliminate 8 because I don't know jack or shit about it.
It's not 8.
So I have 2, 4, and 6. So I'm assuming that 2 is the Chopper one. I know you said that it might be 3.
3 is the Chopper one.
Okay,
2.
then I don't know anything about 2.
I'm still looking at the poster. Me neither.
Because I don't know it. So we're gonna go with 6 because 6 is, I think, the best movie.
It is 6. I thought it would be 4. I thought people. No, it's 6 by a lot, like a good amount. Like it's.
Again, I think 6 is. I think 6 is probably the best movie of the ones I've seen. I just don't think it's a good One Piece movie.
It's also.
I think it is by far the best story. I think that, again, this is coming from a guy who's a big fan of the director, but I think that his art style works really well for One Piece. And I think that the villain is probably the scariest motherfucker in any of the One Piece movies.
Yeah, no, he's fucking terrifying. Those riffraff. Oh, hey, Luna's parents. I forget they exist because they do not show up in 2 at all.
We can't have the riffraff corrupting our Luna.
Which is crazy because she fucking travels. She goes to different countries in 2. Just casually, an 11-year-old casually booking tickets.
It's Pokemon rules.
I mean, it's fair.
They're 10. They're old enough to go get a job and move out of the house.
So then my second question is, what is the highest rated One Piece movie?
Period?
Period. You may guess too, Yadi.
Gold.
Okay, Yadi thinks it's gold. And
it's not gold. It's not gold.
Wait,
It's-
no. The one with
Um,
God damn it.
I'm gonna go with Z. It's Z or it's 6 still.
It's not red.
Okay, gold.
You just keep guessing till I get it right.
Hey, what if it's red and then I
It's Z or it's gold. And it's Z or it's this movie 6. Whatever 6 is
So
called.
6
Fair
is
enough.
lower than all of the Oda ones.
Fuck you, it is. Absolutely not worse than Stampede or Red.
And
Fuck One Piece fans.
Stampede is by far number 1.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, at least I gotta remember that one.
Exactly. But why don't you help her out? It's the villain that looks like PS2 graphics.
And I say a lot, but it's let's see. It is an 8.17, which Z is an 8.1. So
rated?
So by 0.07.
rated. So 0.07, which I mean that's not insignificant.
I mean, it's not, but it's not right. Okay, so I'm on IMDb,
Yeah.
and One Piece Film Z is rated higher,
Okay, that's good.
which
This is-
thank
I-
the Lord.
I didn't go to IMDb because I didn't think it would have like 1 through 8, which it probably doesn't.
One Piece the movie.
Oh.
One Piece Clockwork Island.
Okay.
One Piece Kingdom of the Strange.
Yeah, that's all. That's 1 through 3. That's
Baron Matsuri has a 7.2, which actually puts it only 0.1 higher than movie 4.
It's 7 point.
However, it is still the best movie until Strong World. Strong World's a 7.4. Film Z is a 7.7. Gold is a 7.1. 7.5 for Stampede, which is way too fucking generous. And then 6.7 for Red. So actually, that means movie 6 is the 4th highest rated.
Yeah, red
beating out
is
both gold and red.
red is lower on my enemies too. It's the lowest of the Oda movies and barely above 6.
Yeah, it's the lowest on here too. It's beat up by gold, which I think that's I don't think Red is a very good movie. Again, I think it's saved by a lot of its music. But I don't know. I think I would personally, I would definitely put Stampede below it. I think Stampede is, again, still the worst of not only the worst of the like Oda movies, but the worst of the movies I remember. But I also think I would probably put Gold. I'd say like Gold is like hit and miss, whether it's above it or not. Because I think I think the first part of Gold is pretty good. I think that like everything after the halfway point is where it gets bad.
Yeah, the middle of Gold. I think the end section is fine, but the middle's not great.
I think that the like when it's the Straw Hats versus the gold people, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think once it turns into the Luffy versus him, it gets bad because it's literally just the big gold mecha, and then Luffy takes him down in like 2 hits.
Fair. Okay, you make your comment now.
Brooke screaming was the best thing that ever happened to One Piece.
Yeah, Adi really likes Gold because that's how she fell in love with One Piece. It was one of the. We haven't watched you hadn't watched the show yet, had you? You hadn't watched the show yet, had you? Yeah, Gold was her first One Piece media period. And again, I think it's not a bad way to intro because, like you said, like the first third is really fun.
Yeah,
and it's a good way to. I still don't mind the Luffy versus Gold Boy just because it's. I mean, it's short, like you said. It's
not long, but it's one of those where it's a lot of like talking and building up to what amounts to, like I said, like 2 punches.
We wouldn't do that with Luffy's giant fucking punch against Bullet though, right? That sure wouldn't take 20 minutes.
Nope. That's why everyone loves Stampede. I
knew people liked it, but I did not expect it. Sorry, go ahead.
Have you ever seen the clip of the guy going like, "I clapped because I recognized the characters"? That's how I imagine the One Piece fans were for Stampede.
Oh, that's 100% what it was. People were calling it the One Piece Avengers Assembled.
I gave it a 7.5. Why'd you do that? Because I saw Mihawk.
Yeah.
Mihawk was there.
Mihawk cut a meteor.
He cut a meteor in half. What did he do after that? I don't know. He wasn't in the movie for the rest of that. Where the fuck did he go?
Remember all the things that Zoro and Sanji did during that movie?
I remember Sanji like started a fight with Smoker. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and then he sort of fought Crocodile-ish. Not really.
Yeah, I would say like he hit Crocodile once, and then they're like, "We don't have time for this," and then they like both went away, and it was like, then why the fuck did we start this?
Yeah. Anyway, this was by far the most productive stream, obviously. Only second to when I was.
The part is I'm still ahead of you.
Oh, you're way ahead of me. You gained like 30 minutes.
So when you get because I'm assuming you're gonna play off stream.
Yeah, I'll
I
catch
just
up.
started the Queen Ophicula stuff. So like once you get into the reptile house and the snakes have gone crazy.
Okay, you didn't
Spoiler
actually.
alert.
So like the second room.
No, I literally like you will get to the point where they're like something's going on, and then you can go into the snake house and you'll see snakes like on the ground, like wiggling around, and that's where I stopped. Like I played for maybe 10 minutes of this stream.
Yeah, I did not, and I did not make very much progress on you. I didn't realize you'd stop playing.
You made like 30 minutes. Yeah, I stopped because I was far enough ahead that I didn't feel like I needed to play anymore to progress it. So I was bullshitting for One Piece. Speaking of, any One Piece fans in the audience, our live chat that we were definitely chat king. You're You're very intelligent. Only intelligent people really like One Piece. That's why I've been nothing but kind to you all stream, and I'm always kind to One Piece fans outside of stream. Anyways, go watch movie 6.
Yeah. Also, what fucking year is it? I know we have a new plague coming, but there's a restaurant in Salem that's hosting an unvaxxed singles party.
Now, in fairness, the panda virus or the hantavirus, whatever that is, isn't it supposed to be like way harder to transmit?
Yeah.
It's not like COVID where they're like, oh, you sneeze on somebody, they're infected.
No,
This one's like, yeah, you have to like get their blood in your eyeball or something, right?
It's way harder to transmit, but you will fucking die.
I mean, we can only hope.
We can only hope. But, alright, let's see. Okay, I think...
I know I've talked shit about it before, but like, speaking of like things that will kill you, it is crazy for as much technology as we've advanced in like medical science and stuff that we still don't have like a way to get rid of rabies.
Or cure cancer.
Yeah, well, I mean, cancer is one of those is because it's different for every person. Like
Fair.
one person's cancer is not the same as the other person, as the next person, because it's